Your OpenClaw keeps breaking and you're tired of not knowing how to fix it. Every update you do, it breaks, something doesn't work, and then you have to go in and try to figure out exactly how to get it done, not knowing anything about coding or how to troubleshoot your OpenClaw. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I personally fix whenever my OpenClaw system breaks, and I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to install Codex into your CLI, into your terminal, so that way you can go ahead and ensure that whenever anything breaks, you know how to fix it. Now, if you stay till the end of this video, you're going to see exactly how to utilize Codex in order for you to fix your OpenClaw operating system and your OpenClaw agent. And a lot of people keep having this issue, and I have yet to see somebody make an informative video showing somebody exactly how to do this. So that is why I'm making this video, and I hope that this helps you. My name is Andrew. I run 11 AI agents across 3 different businesses, 2 of which are 7-figure companies. I've logged well over 700 hours working inside of OpenClaw and building AI agents at this point, and I've taken my AI agency to multiple 5 figures without hiring a single human employee. Now, I'm going to jump right into this video. I am not going to waste any time at all. We're going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to pull up the terminal and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So first things first, we're going to come here, share the screen, and I have a little note over here that I keep just in case things like this come up where I don't remember all of these dang codes or these commands. So I'm going to show you here anyways, and I have my note. First things first, we're going to come in here and you're going to install this. Okay, now I'm doing this on my laptop, so I literally have never installed Codex on this computer, so you're going to see how this works firsthand. Now what you're going to do is you're going to install this inside, or you're going to put this code inside of your terminal. Okay, it is npm install-g at OpenAI/Codex. So we're going to come in here, we're going to hit enter, and it's essentially, you're going to see it here, it's going ahead and it's added 2 packages in there. Okay, now new major version is available, changelog to update. Now it wants me to run an update essentially. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to run this update. Now this is why I make these videos, and I make them in this way, because if I didn't and I just said just use this, command line, use this, and then you're good to go, and you come across something like this, you really probably wouldn't know what to do. So you're going to come in here and do that, and then we're going to come back in here and we're going to reinstall this. Right, so now you're going to see it is installing, and it says changes in 2 seconds. So now if you have this happen to you, what you can do is you can come over here and you can run this, and that is codex -- version. So we're going to run that, and this will tell you if Codex is actually installed. Okay, so Codex CLI it is. Okay, so it is installed. So now what you want to do is you want to come over here. You're going to come over here, and what you're going to do is you're going to type in Codex, and you're going to do the parentheses here, or not parentheses, the quotations, and you're going to say, hey, are you there? And then close it. And now it says, do you trust the contents of this directory? Working with untrusted, it's essentially saying, do you trust this? I just say yes. Okay, now we are inside of OpenAI Codex. Now Codex has access to my entire computer, okay, at this point. So now I can come in here and say, if I wanted you to go in and change something, would you be able to do it? Okay, and it's gonna go ahead and we're gonna get a response. Yeah, I can inspect files in a workspace, edit them, run command tests, the whole 9 yards. So now I don't believe I have any files on here anymore for OpenClaw because I'm working on my laptop. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna say, are there any files in my computer that are related to OpenClaw? And now it's gonna go search for them and it's gonna find them if I have any. And honestly, if there are any left that if I didn't remove them, I'm going to have it remove them for me. And it is going to ask you if you want to give it access to certain things. I mainly do it for like my desktop and stuff, but I don't do it for things like music or like my photos or anything like that. So as you can see, it's running here. While it's running, I just want to state that if you are interested, and no, it's not, I do never allow any of this stuff to access. Now, while this is running, I just want to state that if you guys are interested in having me set up OpenClaw for you, if you're interested in having a done for you or a done with you OpenClaw build, you want me to build out some workflows, work through building out workflows with you, or you just want want to have me consult you on what you've built currently, how you can do it better, and give you some good advice and some good game on exactly what you should do moving forward so you can leave the call with a lot of executables and actionables that you can take moving forward, go ahead and click the link down in the description below. That is going to take you to fill out a questionnaire, and then you'll be able to go ahead and book a call with me if it is a good fit. Now, while it's doing this, I do want to state that this is exactly how you go in and fix OpenClaw. So you would go in and you would tell Codex, hey, I'm having an issue with this inside of my OpenClaw, or hey, my OpenClaw won't reboot, or my agent's not working. Or I'll give you a great example of what I experienced when I did an update. When I did an update, for some reason, my text-to-speech utilizing voice notes wouldn't work. I don't know why, it just wouldn't work. And at this point, I didn't have this installed, so I had no idea how to do this. And so I had to go through all this code and write all this stuff out, and it was just an absolute mess. And if I would have had this, I would have been able to fix this in 2 seconds. But this is what you can do. Just come here and I'll show you how to open it and I'll show you how to close it, so that way you know exactly how to do this. Okay, now what you're gonna wanna also do is you're gonna wanna come in here, and by the way, now it is gonna ask you some questions. It says, do you want to stop the broad OpenClaw content search that is still running in the background? No, I don't. So you could say no and tell Codex differently. Oops. I want you to continue to try to find if there are any files related to OpenClaw in my system. I have fully deleted OpenClaw from the system and uninstalled it. I just want to make sure there is nothing left, okay? So it's gonna keep looking. It's gonna keep looking. And again, this is very, very helpful. And I'm gonna show you how to exit it and then show you again how to enter it, right? Now, what I'll also do is I will also pull up my actual terminal inside of my Mac Mini, and I can show you guys a little bit about how that works and how I've done some things in there as well, so you can actually get a real use case out of this, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. This right here, and this is me screen sharing into my Mac Mini, okay? So now all I have to do whenever I wanna go into Codex, all I have to do is come in here and type in Codex, right? Codex, and then parentheses. What I can ask it a simple question about OpenClaw. I could say, what version of OpenClaw are we currently running? And now it's gonna do this right here. It's gonna go right in and it's gonna do this. Yes, we'll go ahead and let it access data. And again, you guys can see what I allow it to have access to and what I don't. Like, I don't mind showing you that. I just give it access to the main folders that it really needs. Whenever it's doing anything else, I really don't do this. Yeah, and then it tells me right here, you guys might not be able to see that, but it's essentially saying OpenClaw 2026.4.29 build, whatever this number is. Perfect, easy. Now, all I have to do to get out of this is I can come in here and I can hit /exit. And now it will exit. So now you can see how easy it is to come in here when something is broken and you can fix it relatively quickly. Now I ran and everything is done inside of here, and you can see right here, the actual install looks removed, but there are leftovers. The local bin still exists. It's the stale shell wrapper pointing to whatever, but that target no longer exists. Still has OpenClaw complete setup sources, but this does not exist anymore. I have some stuff on my desktop as well, and stuff that I have in my downloads folder. So now you can see, like, it found all of it. So if it can do all of this and run all this just to find that, it will find all of the problems in there. And to be quite honest with you, what I wanna do is I wanna remove some of this stuff. Now, I could just sit here and say, so what I'll do is I'll go in there and I can have it easily remove those things from my computer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell it that I want it to remove the first 3 things here. Okay, I wanted to remove anything that had to do with the workspace. And so just like that, it's very, very simple, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna go in and have you guys watch me delete files. But when it really comes down to it, that is how I'm going in, and that is how I am fixing OpenClaw breaks. Whenever you do any updates, that is what you could do. That is the easiest way to go about doing it. Just go ahead and run those commands that I showed you at the beginning. And if it tells you anything like you need to install more like nodes, or it was npm something, just go ahead and do what it tells tells you to do, and then go ahead and rerun the line. And once it's done, then if you want to check, in order for you to be able to see if it's there, all you have to do is type in codex and then space, and then with quotations, whatever you want to ask it, like, hey, are you there? Close the quotations, add the question mark, and you're good to go. Then you'll see if codex is there. It's the easiest thing to do. This is exactly how I'm fixing all of my breaks that happen in OpenClaw. And again, I wanted to make this video because nobody else is making content like this, showing you exactly step by step, verbatim, how to go in and fix OpenClaw breaks. Now, with that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button and smash that bell notification. That way you'll always know when I upload content on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On top of that, if you did enjoy the video and you did learn something new, definitely go ahead and smash the like button. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you're utilizing Codex. I'm now utilizing Hermes Agent alongside my Codex. I do have Hermes content coming. I'm really excited for that. But I also want to state very clearly that I have a completely free Telegram, absolutely nothing to sell you in there. It is just me running polls, doing Telegram lives so people could talk to me directly and ask me questions, and it directly influenced the content that I make here and the talking points on my live streams every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Also, if you want to communicate and talk to me directly, you could do so on Twitter. Go ahead and hit the link down in the description below so you can go ahead and give me a follow there and shoot me a DM if you have any questions or you want to inquire about anything that I could potentially help you with. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.